Alrighty, so I want to recap the trade I took yesterday for futures. I think it was a pretty good trade, actually, and I feel like I followed all my steps. The only thing was the trade did not hit my TP. It did hit a low time frame draw on liquidity, but I I did my own thing. Okay, so yesterday we had Asian session high. Wait, not there. I don't know where we had Asian session high. We had Asian session high somewhere here, probably. Asian session low. We had London session high, London session low. So overall, the market for me, both in the ES and both for ES and NQ, did not hit take profit. Did not, excuse me, did not take out previous sessions. London basically consolidated, never took out Asian session high or low. But in the pre-market or in the main market of New York, when it opened, NQ actually took out London lows. So we can pull out NQ here and go to that day. Yeah. Here, ever so slightly, this, what time was this? Yeah, perfectly at 9:50, ever so slightly took out this London low and reversed up. Now, in the ES, it did not. And so for me, this meant London was going to be my lagging index, but it indicated that ES was going to go up, NQ would go up, but NQ had to come down and take out a low for liquidity's sake. So I took my trade on ES because of that. In order for me to take my trade, I looked for a proper entry. Even prior to all of this, I had gone through daily bias. So for me, wherever it is, gosh, maybe I've lost it. There it is. For me, monthly is bullish. Weekly at that time was bearish, but now actually it's still bearish. Weekly is bearish. Daily is bullish. 4 hour, 4 hour, currently bearish, but if yeah, bearish. My overall market was bullish. I think at this point here. Yeah, I was here when I decided it was bullish. Now market is shifting and everything's looking bearish. So I'd done proper top-down eval to see what my bias for the day would be. My bias on both indexes were bullish, so I was cool with that. And then I needed a confirmation. So when price took out that lower London low session low for London and reversed, I knew that it was going to be. All right, would you wash your face? Yeah, go do that. I knew it was going to take out. Since it took out London low, I knew we were going to be bullish. It reversed. I waited for my entry. My entry is going to be this fair value gap here. And even though there's no proper touchdown on the 5 minute, on the 3 minute, you could see that it does touch down, like, because you want to see a candle actually go in or go through and reverse back up. And so that's what happened, and I entered into that trade. I literally set my stop loss here. I usually draw like a yellow line here. I tried to put it on the last swing low. I could have put it here, but I try to be more conservative with these indexes. They're so much more powerful. They're a little bit more volatile, especially because yesterday's volume was crazy. It was really nice. You can kind of tell by the length of these candles being super long. So I kind of put my stop here, sort of under this line as my hard stop, and let it ride. I was actually driving from Houston back to Dallas after working a 4-day week. So I kind of let it ride. And by the time we got, I want to say by 1 o'clock, actually 1 o'clock is when I got out. Somewhere around 1 o'clock, I got out because even though my take profit for London was not hit, I started to have this reversal, and it was a pretty big, powerful reversal. There's also this, I don't know what you call it, this little doji candle here, indecisive candle here. You've got this, what is this, morning star candle. I should have really just gotten that if I was paying attention, but I was driving. If I paid attention to this formation here, this doji, this cross, and this upside down hammer, that would have been my indication to get out because it'd be a strong sign for reversal. And it was. I probably got out at this, the making of this candle towards the bottom, or maybe somewhere over here. Prior to that, my take profit up here had been like 600 or so, or 2400. But getting out here literally cut it half because my entry point was just down here. So if you see the difference between entry and exit, because of the size that I went in with, 7 contracts on the MES, gave me 300 or so. That gave me 1200 coming out, and that was fine. That's fine. I feel like I did everything right on that. I didn't get out on time, but entry wise, mentation wise, patience wise, I was I was fine. On my Forex account, a little different because we moved slower. I entered into 3 positions or 3 trades yesterday. I did my own top-down review of my stuff on Sunday, but really I've been watching all these things for a while. Wait, did I enter into this? What is this? Who is this? Hold on. Oh, right. I have a specific watch list. Okay. So this is one entering into a bearish position with British GBP CHF. We'll see how that goes. NZD is kind of moving in my direction now. And I actually used proper checklist for this one, but it is in consolidation mode, which is kind of annoying. But I'm patient. I am patient, and I set my alerts where I'm like, you definitely need to get out. Also, I feel like just going back to fair value gap energy, this is a big ass fair value gap, so it might want to come back before going up, but I'm not willing to sit down to that much drawdown, only down to this. Yeah, that's my limit. But yeah, so far, so good.